Hmm. Movies. Movies that have no clear message. I was thinking about this recently. I just saw Bones and All, and I did my review that's up on the channel right now, and I did a spoiler review for it. If you want to check that out, by all means, go ahead and check out the channel. But I want to put this out there for like a broader question, a broader kind of discussion about movies, a movie discussion about movies that don't really have much to say. Now, I'm not talking about the plot here. I'm talking more or less about, you know, how a movie might have a theme going to it, like it's about love, or it's about, good will triumph over evil, that kind of thing. That's what I want to talk about here in this video, and I thought I would do so over a game of chess. But first of all, let me just set things up here and we'll get underway, making sure that all my... Oops. Making sure that my Chrome is ready to go. Sorry, my apologies. That's twice I did that today. This is an episode of Get to Know James here on Mirror Domains, and we're going to be talking about this topic. Let's go over to the IMDb and we'll read the synopsis for Bones and All. Now, it says here, Marin, a young woman, learns how to survive on the margins of society. She's a cannibal, and so is Timothée Chalamet's character, and it's directed by Luca Guadagnino. Have you ever seen one of those movies where it's just kind of like a slice of life kind of thing? I think that's what this movie was, because when you think about it, it doesn't really have anything much to say about cannibalism. Because these two are killers. They will kill you. They will eat you. They're bad people. It almost tries to say that perhaps eating people is not a bad thing, which I don't know why you would say that about a movie, but, or about, yeah, that it's socially acceptable to eat people. No, sorry, I'm not having it. I'm not buying it. But there was a couple times towards the end of the movie where they wrapped up story threads, but then it kept going. And it did that so many times that I was like, what's the point of this movie? Why are you telling me this story? If you're not going to make a statement about this, then it's just a slice of their life. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. I've seen movies in the past where they are like little snippets, little shorts of things, of segments of people's lives. Like I was thinking about that 1993 Shortcuts. Robert Altman film where it's just a bunch, it's like a collage of different stories that kind of intersect with each other, and it has some weirdness to it. Tim Robbins was in that. Like, it's a huge cast, right? Robert Downey Jr. is also in that, and yeah, what else? Like in this kind of vein, Magnolia is one, right? Was that Paul Thomas Anderson? Yeah, where it's just a bunch of stories that interweave with each other. And is it really saying anything? It does have, like, the smaller stories do have impact, but I wasn't thinking more or less like that. I was thinking more of like a cohesive movie where it's just like, that's a slice out of somebody's life. And I thought about that while I was watching this movie. And oddly enough, I was thinking about it for Steven Spielberg's The Fabelmans. And The Fabelmans was kind of like a semi-autobiographical movie from Spielberg. And, you know how like a movie has a structure, like a 3-act structure. When I was watching The Fabelmans, it was just like slices, stories out of, well, his life being told to us as an audience, right? Talking about his parents and stuff like that. But I was looking for a through line. Where is this going? What's the overall message? And this movie is just kind of like, while there are small little snippets of things in here, it's kind of like, follow your dreams, follow your passions. And that's like the underlying message of The Fabelmans. It takes a little while to get there for The Fabelmans, but I got it at the end. I didn't feel like I got that with Bones and All. It was kind of like when I finished watching, I was like, okay, so what were you trying to tell me with this movie? And I know a lot of people won't like that. So let me just cogitate and think about that while we play a game of 4-player chess. And I'll try to work through my thoughts in kind of like a dialogue with myself. And we'll just get underway. Okay, so let's just pull up the board here, James. Hopefully things aren't going to be on a hard reset. Usually it doesn't take me long to get a game here, guys. I'll be on the bottom here, towards the bottom of the board here. And, 3 players. So it shouldn't be too long here before we get underway. It's a 4-player game, free for all, everybody for themselves. But it's kind of, as I said before, it's kind of an informal partnership with the person across from you, because the people on the sides will team up against you and take one of you out. Chad Catter. I think I played against the blue person before. So I got to be careful of the traps here that could be set. I'm just setting up some defenses here as we get underway. So see what blue did there? He set up there so that he can't take that because of green's would put him in check here, right? So I got to be careful with this. I'm going to pressure him because I want to take this. So yellow can take that now. So we kind of helped each other out there, right? He's in a pickle. So I don't want him to go down right away because then, as I said, those two, the blue and the green, will come against me. Movies without a point. Have there been other movies that have not been without a point? I think so. And when you usually see a movie that sucks, well, no. A movie that doesn't have a point doesn't necessarily all the time suck. But okay. So I'm going to go like this. A movie doesn't necessarily have to have a point, but it has to have like the feeling of some finality to it, right? And if it doesn't, then yeah, you'd be prone to say that you're not happy with the product. And I just found myself asking in the theater while I was watching Bones and All, what's going on here? Why is this happening? You know, does this need, you know, it's like visually, like the acting, Timothée Chalamet and Taylor Russell were good in it. Mark Rylance was a foreboding kind of character, but he only shows up in the beginning and at the end. And I was kind of like, I don't know. So green isn't pressuring me on this front too badly. So I'm going to set up a little bit of a defense here. Because yellow doesn't seem to know what the heck they're doing. Oh, I know what I can do. So I'm going to try to ask yellow for some help here and see what happens. Okay, so for this trap to work, I want this to work. He'll take this out like that. And he didn't take it. Huh, he didn't take the bait. All right. So can blue... I got to sacrifice here because I don't want blue to help and team up against yellow here. And that's a mistake. That's a mistake by blue. Okay, so this is getting interesting. So they teamed up against yellow. Yellow, I gave you all the chances, man. I gave you all the chances. So they're gonna take me out now. This is gonna be a losing match. I just got to get over 13 points to get into third place, so I won't lose as many points. See how it's all about points there, guys? I got 10 points. You just don't want to come in last place and lose the most points, because that's what will happen. Okay. So we will now set up for some defensive situations. Go like this. Okay, so I'm 13 right now. That's fine. Now I'm hoping that green and blue realize that I'm dead. They got to get into positions to make sure that whoever wants to claim the win will get it. Um, that's what I'm hoping. Okay, so green is saying that they don't. Green wants second place. Um, yeah, green wants second place. I don't see how green that move didn't help green at all. See, green should be attacking blue now, maybe. I'm third place. There's no way that I can win this match. Yeah, Bifer, you can ask a question. What up, man? All right, I got to get an escape route here. Yeah, Bifer, by all means, ask a question. Oh, so that was stupid, Blue, because now he can go like this and claim it. Moronicism. Again, you're playing an informal teammate here, but they got to realize at some point here you got to try to make a push to claim the win, and you waited too long there, Blue. You waited too long, and he's going to come in second place. He's only going to get maybe 0.5 points at the end of this. Your thoughts on Survivor this season? Oh, I haven't been watching Survivor this season. Basically, I stopped watching Survivor after the girl that I liked got kicked off after the third episode. And I was like, I'm not into this anymore. I will one day again be, and maybe in the next series, next season. Oh, that's a mistake. Yeah, that's a huge mistake by Green. So he's got to block it. Yeah. Now, I'd move the queen in. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Green's dead. Go like this. No. Yeah. I'd go like this. Start taking out that. Green, you messed up, man. Yeah, you checkmate me, but you didn't put yourself in a position to do anything. So green, 22:45, didn't realize what was happening. But yeah, let's just go back to thinking about movies that don't really have a whole lot of points to say. Um, I felt like that in like horror sometimes has a lot of trouble with that because sometimes it's just kind of like, what do they call that, torturous kind of stuff, right? See, oh, you guys can't see that. Oh, there you go. Yeah, so I only lost 3 points in that for my score, minus 3.3, 24-84. Yeah, so so Green lost there by checkmating me. He should have been getting into a position to claim the win. And that's what happens in free for all. You work as an informal team to start, but then you realize sooner or later that partnership isn't going to last. And Green should have recognized that. Very amateur. Anyway, it happens. It's 4-player chess. Guys, I'm not trying to rag on Bones or all. It's Bones and all. It's just kind of one of those movies where it's like I like the acting in it, but I can't really say that much more. Best movie in 2022. Thus far, still my favorite movie right now is still The Batman. The Batman is still my favorite movie. Let's pull up a list here. Movies released in 2022. And then I've been thinking about working on my spreadsheet. Scream is one of my favorite horrors right now. I didn't see Moonfall. I probably should see Moonfall. I like Jackass Forever. Did I see Blacklight? No, I don't think I did. Texas Chainsaw was a lot of fun. Uncharted was a lot of fun. I had fun with Studio 666, that Foo Fighters movie, although it's going to be hard to watch now that Taylor Hawkins has passed on. But yeah, the Batman, yeah, it's still probably one of my favorites. Operation Fortune, what happened to that? Do you guys remember that? Where it was supposed to come out this year. It was the Guy Ritchie film, and then they pulled it, and they never announced another re-release date. Mine is RR free on Netflix with English dubbed. I thought about watching that version, but it's the Hindi version. X was pretty good. I liked X. I hear things about Speak No Evil, but I hear that it's just kind of, again, like the torture porn. Kind of, this guy comes along and tortures the family, and it's kind of like, does that have a point? Are you trying to say something about that? And if you don't say anything about that, then it'll be just like this discussion that we're having. There's RRR. Yeah. Everything Everywhere All at Once I still need to see. I'll finish that. I'll finish that one up pretty soon. The Bubble will be one of the worst movies that I've seen of the year. Choose or Die on Netflix was okay. Kind of like a sleeper little hit. Doctor Strange 2, meh. Still haven't seen Men. Top Gun Maverick, Downton Abbey 2. I like Top Gun Maverick is going to be in the top 5 for me. So you got Batman, Top Gun Maverick, Crimes of the Future. That was that Cronenberg film I was thinking of earlier today. Yeah, I know a lot of people didn't like that. I liked it, but it wouldn't be on my top list. Elvis will be on my top list, I think. Black Phone was okay as a horror. I didn't think it was super anything to write home about or anything, but it was okay. It was competent. Thor Love and Thunder, no. Nope, I enjoyed Nope. And I didn't see Where the Crawdads Sing. It was playing and I just never got out to see it for some reason. Still haven't seen Bodies. Prey, I really like Prey. Prey was good. I want to see They, Them. I need to compile this on my spreadsheet. 13 Lives. Beast. Orphan First Kill will be one of my favorite horrors of the year, for sure, because of Julia Stiles in that. The Invitation I didn't see. I need to see Barbarian. There's a lot of horrors that I need to see. Pearl I liked, mostly because of Mia Goth's performance. And see, that had a statement to say. Follow your dreams, no matter what. Unless you have to kill somebody for it. And then it's just, you're going to realize how crazy you are, right? Don't Worry, Darling. I haven't seen Woman King. For some reason, they played the trailer for Woman King on The Fabelmans. And it was like, that came out in September, guys. You're playing a trailer for that? Maybe it's getting a re-release that I don't know about. And if it does, maybe I'll see it. Don't Worry, Darling. I enjoyed Don't Worry, Darling. And Puss in Boots that got pushed. That's coming out soon, right? Hocus Pocus 2, I didn't see yet. Smile is going to be my favorite horror movie of the year thus far. And I think that'll be my number one horror movie. Then I liked Hellraiser. After that. Mr. Harrigan's Phone was meh. Amsterdam. I was one of the few people that liked Amsterdam. I loved Hellraiser. Halloween Ends. It's not going to be the worst movie of the year, but it was a disappointment. Banshees of Inisherin, that I really enjoyed. Banshees of Inisherin was a really nice film. I liked Ticket to Paradise. I haven't watched The Good Nurse yet. Causeway is one that I want to watch with Jennifer Lawrence. She plays like a war veteran. I enjoyed Enola Holmes 2, which I need to re-edit and put back up because it got taken down due to claims. Black Panther Wakanda Forever was enjoyable for sure. The Menu is going to be up there as one of my favorites of the year. The Menu was really good. R.I.P.D. 2, Rise of the Damned. A lot of people like my trailer reaction to that for some reason. Bones and All, no, it's not a terrible film though. Don't get me wrong. Bones and All is not an awful film. It's just kind of like, what's the point, man? Troll in December on Netflix. Yeah, I'll be looking forward to that one. I'm looking forward to The Whale. Don't care about Emancipation. Woman Talking is kind of interesting. I want to see that one. Yeah, we just saw on the Horror Weekly Roundup that the Mean one is getting a release. Avatar, I'm kind of like, meh. I'm going to see it. I'm still kind of like, I don't know. I'm not overly excited. I just saw Glass Onion, and that one is going to be on my favorite films of the year. That one is going to be for sure. Okay. So, yeah. Batman, Glass Onion, Top Gun Maverick. Yeah, there's some really good ones out there for sure this year. James, you must see Glass Onion, mad good. I did. In fact, my review for it's up on the channel right now, man. I got 2 reviews for Glass Onion. We're going to do a full live watch along for Glass Onion next month when it comes out on Netflix. Because I definitely want to talk with you guys about it for sure. Watch some of the cool scenes in it. Yeah. Did I miss anything from this year? No. Coming to America 3, that's not happening. What is this, like a speculation page? Yeah. All right. Guys, that's pretty much it. That's all I got for today. Just thought I'd jump on here, have a quick game of chess, have some fun, talk about some of the movies, and give you guys the chance to interact with me once again. And yeah, I think that's all I got in my tank for today. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys. Join us tomorrow. We will be doing a spoiler kind of discussion for The Fabelmans. Maybe just like this kind of a format too. I don't know what time. Whatever time I feel like getting online, I suppose. Okay, guys, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, and I'll see you next time on Mirror Domain.